Ha! Was I muted for that whole time? That's hilarious. Uh-oh. All right. Can you hear me now? Oh, that's so good. That's so great. I love it. I love it. You guys are incredible. You can hear me now. I guess I must have muted the wrong channel earlier whenever some stuff started popping up. Ding, but you can hear me now. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. People are still trying to troll me. Saying this is what I get for not paying attention to the chat and just talking. Guys, as I was saying when you couldn't hear me, everyone knows how great I am at streaming. I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy who likes games. I'm just a guy who's excited for Starfield. Obviously, I don't have a clue what I'm doing, but you're here and we're hanging out together. So thank you. What I was saying, it's so funny. I have to laugh at myself all the time. I have a wife and two lovely girls that make fun of me all the time, and so I get pretty used to laughing at myself most of the time. So a few things said the audio is still a little quiet, so I'm going to bump that up a little bit. Let me know if it is too loud now. You guys are hilarious. All right. So now, let me bring up. All right. We're good. We're good. Turn that down so we don't have any echoing. Okay. Volume level good now. Too loud, too quiet. This is why we start early. This is great. All right. If it is too low, make sure your headphones or phone or computer, the volume's all the way up and that YouTube volume is all the way up. And if it is too loud, just turn it down a little bit. And that way we can all kind of meet in the middle somewhere. I don't want to blast anybody out. So what I was saying, we're here for the Starfield Developer Q&A live, and we have the screen up here. So that's going to start here in just a few minutes. So I'm just going to hang out on this screen so we don't miss anything. If you're on Discord, go ahead, head over there. You have to sign up for Constellation, and so you have to do that through their website and connect it to your Discord. And I don't have time to explain that right now. But if you're on there, just go to the Bethesda. Server, and so we kind of rearrange some things here. Go to the Bethesda server, and see, that is still. Trying to make this just a little bit bigger over here so everyone can see this. And I will try to make sure my camera is out of the way as well. So anyway, if you are a usual viewer of the channel, it's great to see you back here. If you're a patron or channel member, thank you so much for your support. For everyone who's new or maybe you've stopped by just kind of here and there over the last few months, it's good to see you again, and it's good to see you for the first time. Thank you so much for joining our live stream. We're just nerding out over some questions and answers. I can't remember if I said this before or after the whole mute debacle. But I don't think we're going to get any voices or video. I think it's all going to be text. And yes, but we're going to try our best to make sure we are ninjas and can just kind of go with the flow. All right. Now, just about a minute before, so let me come through here and just kind of thank everybody. Got several people subscribed. Thank you guys. Super chatted. Ward, no sound. Yep. See, I should have listened to these guys. What is that? Elusive Electron. You're muted. Yes, I am. Yes, I was. That's so funny. I'm a rookie. I'm a noob for sure. And then, sorry, I missed someone. So Elusive Electron, thank you. Martin Cohenin, thank you for that heads up. And Phasar, thank you. Thank you all. I'm so sorry that you had. I hope you don't feel like you wasted that money. I will try to make this entertaining. I will try to make it educational. And hey, we are getting started. So let me shut up and let's go. Oh. So the first one was, can we buy houses? Let me move my camera. Can we buy houses or properties in main cities? Asked by Anatnom. And no answer yet. So, well, lots of tacos being. I'll just join in. I'll add a taco to the mix. And move this up just a touch so you guys can see all the emojis down there. That's fun. Okay. Let's see. No answer yet. I'm not missing it, right? It's not like somewhere else in here. Let's see, while we wait on that, see, we had a super chat come through. Thank you for that. Love what you've done with the channel so far, said Sergeant Bizarro. Looking forward to sharing the Starfield experience with you all. Absolutely, same here, Bizarro. I love the screen name, by the way. That's awesome. Wow, we have over 2,300 people on the stream with us. So great to see you all. I had no idea that so many people hated being on Discord. People are like, I don't want to go on Discord for a stupid Q&A. It's like, okay, I'll stream it, and it'll be fine. All right. I don't think there will be, somebody asked about spoilers. I don't think that there will be spoilers. Okay, I'm going to look in the chat for just a second. Am I missing anything in Discord? Like, I know we haven't moved on to question 2 yet. I see that, but have they put an answer somewhere that I'm just not seeing? I don't think we've seen any answers yet. Cool. Okay. So if you're just now joining us, we still have a lot of people jumping onto the stream. You haven't missed anything. All we've gotten to is just the first question. So far, we have not even got an answer to the first question. So either this is happening live and they're taking their time to answer this, or they're really milking this out and we're going to be here for a while with, let's see, how many questions are there? We have 16 questions. Okay, that's a good amount. Okay, so the first question was, can we buy houses or property in main cities? So like New Atlantis, Aquila City, Neon. Can we buy property or houses in main cities? And maybe another great follow-up question to that, can we buy houses around the cities as well, or would those just kind of be outposts, right? Could we build onto the city, so to speak? Hey, Will Shin is typing. We're getting our first answer. We're getting our first answer. Oh, Will, a man for the dramatic flair. Okay, Will said, yep, there's housing in different cities that the player can get. Some you have to purchase, and some are rewards to specific quests. Okay, nice. Wow, look at all these emojis flying up. These reactions. Okay, which one should I do? Which reaction should I do? We'll get a little a fan participation here. Which reaction we want? We got a thumbs up. Got a piano. Sandwich. Should I give him a sandwich for it? Or a Nuka-Cola? Taco? Cola? Oh my gosh. Thumb. 69. Sandwich. Eggplant. Oh, you guys are hilarious. I love this. Okay. I saw several sandwiches. We'll do sandwich first. Oh, there are too many reactions already. Okay, so I have to choose one already. Okay. Let's just do, we'll do Starry Eyes guy. I need to get in there quicker next time. Sorry. Next time, no one did the sandwiches? Okay, so next time I'll try to be quick on the draw with the sandwiches, okay? And then we'll go from there. There's a goat in there too. I love that. I'll have to try to do the goat for one. That was a good first question. Good, decent first question. I think it's something that everyone kind of assumed, but a good, safe softball pitch to start the game out with, if you go with that analogy. And I'm not a big sports guy, so maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. 3,000 people on the stream right now. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're just now joining, what you missed was I was muted for the first 4 minutes of the stream, of course, because I'm great at this. And you missed the first question and the first answer. First question was, can we buy houses or property in main cities? And the answer from Will Shin was yes. There's housing in different cities that the player can get. Some you have to purchase, and some are rewards. So that is very exciting. I could definitely see getting rewarded from like the UC Vanguard, right? Like we saw in the short. And Supra et Ultra. What was the name of that short? I forget all of them off the top of my head. Please forgive me. But we saw where he kind of got a bunch of money, got a nice house. He could have just bought the house, but he could have been rewarded with the villa. It looked like. Okay, Emil is typing now. Okay, hey, maybe we're gonna get a follow-up answer. Okay, this is exciting. I'll be quick on the draw with the sandwich this time. Let's see. Okay, sandwich. Got it in. 6 sandwiches, 8 sandwiches. We got the sandwich in. And more important than that, Emil said, sure can. You can purchase a dwelling in all the major cities in the game, and there's at least one that you get specifically for completing something. Cheeky grin face. I don't know, what is that called? A blush face. Interesting. Okay. So, again, nothing new there, but Emil's little spin on it. Emil seems like a really cool guy. If you kind of follow him on Twitter, he just seems like a dude that loves video games and loves his job and loves his family. So, man, that's cool. You love to root for people like that, right? And of course, you know, he's a creative, he's an artist, so he's going to make some decisions that everyone may not agree with, like, right? That's life. But seems like a really cool guy, and so I can get behind that for sure. How many questions left? Geekstorm, thanks for chiming in. There are 16 questions total that they have planned. Who knows? They could add some little bonus ones. All right, let's see. I'm going to come over here real quick. It says, welcome. All right. Okay, so there is a chat room open as well. If you want to kind of go back and forth from the questions, we are not going to just kind of saying hello, everyone. Let me just put here, hello from the Signal crew. And then we'll go back. All right. Question 2. Here we go. Oh wow, they've already answered this, so they're going quickly. Please excuse me. If we get the kid stuff trait, will our parents be generated based on our character's look, or are there standard parents put in place? What benefits might there be? Interesting. Will said, our programmers on our new face tech were excited to make a function that could try to match your custom face and then create the 2 parents. Okay, so that's a yes. So they are based on what your character looks like, although the specific math involved is a bit beyond me. We had similar tech in our previous games. Okay, very cool. And then Emil followed up with, yes, totally, just as we did in Fallout 3, right, with your dad, and in Fallout 4 with your son, in Starfield. If you take the kid stuff trait, your parents are based off of you. No spoilers, but I think fans will really appreciate the actors we got to play those roles. Ooh, that's kind of a nice little tease. All right, and question 3 is already up, so I gotta move. Awesome. Question 3. We're going a little faster now. For those of us who have never played a BGS game and will be starting with Starfield, what information should we know that make the experience more impactful right from the start? How deep should we go into creating our character's backstory before we start the game? Emil said, well, and he's typing. Let's see, let me see if I can get the goat in there. Where's my goat? I'll do cool sunglasses guy for now. Oh, couldn't get it. He said, Emil said, we always make our games, well, lots of things moving here, sorry. We always make our games for fans. All right. I'm going to come over here to my camera and just kind of move this over here. Sorry about that. Okay. Wow, lots of things going on with the emojis. So sorry. Hard to keep up. Okay, we always make our games for fans, both old and new, so you can jump in without ever having played Bethesda title before. Will said, while we do start you off in the same spot, what happened to you before the game starts is totally up to you and your headcanon. Okay, so that's a good confirmation. Lots of people have been speculating or wondering if there are different starting points in the game or different origin stories, if you will. And so Will confirms that everyone starts in the same spot. And I'll try to read these real quick. But Emil followed up with, but we like to look at it less as playing a game and more about living in the universe we created. So settle in, go at your own pace, and pretty soon you'll learn all the systems and be adventuring through the settled systems the way you choose. Will also followed up again. There is a trait and background system that will let you specify more about yourself, but you can also select an anonymous background and no traits if you want. Okay, so that's another good confirmation before moving on to question 4. We can have kind of a blank slate. Lots of people were wondering about that, if we had to have a background, if we had to choose traits. That is an update as well. Okay, question 4. How will the smuggling cargo system work? Can we hide it somewhere on the ship and sell it for more currency later? Lots of people have been wondering about that. From what they've indicated, I would say the answer here is yes. But I'm curious as to how they will elaborate. How am I doing in the chat, guys? Everything going good? Wow, there are over 3,600 people on the stream right now. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're just tuning in, you haven't missed questions 1 through 3. Question 4 was just asked, and it's going pretty quick now. It was slow going at the beginning, but I'm struggling to keep up. How we doing, chat? Sandwich and X, Adoring Fan, Eggplant. Okay, awesome. Everything good here? Great, great, great. Thank you for everyone doing the coming through with the super chats and the members. As soon as it looks like I don't even see anybody typing yet, so let me take just a quick break and try to come back through here. See? Lunar Contact super chatted. Thank you, Lunar. Appreciate that. See, can't wait to see in a named with characters that I cannot pronounce. My apologies. Thank you so much for the support in the super chat. You said can't wait to collect Todd sandwiches on my SX. Greeting from Japan. Greetings. Thank you so much for tuning in with us. Still nothing on question 4, so we'll keep going here. Hi 123 super chatted. How do I get to that? Hi 123. How do you get to the Discord? Go open Discord, go to the Bethesda Game Studio server, and then go down to Starfield announcements, and there should be some instructions there on where to go. You do have to be connected to Constellation with your Discord account. It's a bit cumbersome and confusing, and so I would hate for you to kind of leave the stream and kind of worry about that right now, but go at your own peril, because it took me a while to figure it out. Okay, question 3. Emil's typing again, so let me come back here. Okay, so they're still going on question 3. Okay, Will followed up again. In terms of if you've never played a BGS game before, try anything. We're a simulation as well as a role-playing game, so we try to support the player doing what they want to do as much as we can. Emil again said, as for going into a character's backstory, that's entirely up to you. I'm all about the headcanon. Very cool. For example, my latest character is a working schlub named Mitch Dombrowski. Nice. He's a husky, good-natured space trucker, and while he'll do whatever he needs to defend himself, he'll never shoot first. He's like Han Solo's sweeter older brother. That's hilarious. And yes, there are traits and backgrounds that support that kind of thing. Awesome. Let's go back to question 4. Got some answers now. Question 4 again was about the smuggling cargo system. How does that work? Can we hide it somewhere in the ship and sell it for more currency later? Will said, certain items are considered contraband and you will need to smuggle them past security ships that are in orbit of major settlements. Very cool. I think that's kind of what Todd winked at in his Kind of Funny Games interview. Emil said, there are specific items that are considered contraband, meaning they're pretty much illegal everywhere, Aurora, except Neon, right? And yes, you can hide them using special ship modules you can purchase. So, don't get caught with those harvested organs. Okay, that's really interesting. He also said, the economy is fixed, but prices of bought and sold goods can change based on the skills you choose. Okay, so that's a little disappointing to me that our actions we can't flood the market with a certain item or certain goods and services to affect the economy. So I'm a little disappointed by that. Just a little bit though, not bad. But he does say that your role playing, your skills that you choose to upgrade can affect the economy. Okay, let's keep moving to question 5. Question 5 is, will there be a jail system if we commit crimes? Will said, yes, you can elect to go to jail or pay a fine when you're arrested or even resist arrest and try to escape. Okay. Then Emil said, yep, the settled systems is more like Skyrim than Fallout 4's Commonwealth in that regard. He a bunch of criminals. See, I told you, I like Emil. He's got a cheekiness to him. He's never know what's going on behind those eyes. All right, then he also followed up with, there's civilization, there's government, and there are laws. And in a couple of cases, we actually explore the themes of crime and punishment in our futuristic universe. That's really cool. That's something I've always appreciated about Bethesda games is, yes, they're cheeky, they're humorous, they're kind of wacky sometimes, but they also kind of take the video game world and try to explore some deeper questions. They did that with race in Skyrim a little bit, and that was honestly great to see a video game developer kind of tackle some of those issues. It wasn't anything deep or hard-hitting, but it was there, so that's nice. It at least starts conversations. Let's move on to question 6. 10 more to go after this, guys. We're doing great. All right, and I'm going to just adjust my camera so we can all kind of, let me just put this a little smaller up here in the top left corner now. Okay, question 6. Will time pass when not in the game? For example, will my trade routes, outposts, and mining operations continue to produce, or does that only occur while actively playing? Good question. The sim only runs when you're actively playing. No sleeping on the job. I love it. Only when actively playing. Okay, simple, straightforward question. Number 7 just popped up. Can you be a double agent in the game? For example, if you join the United Colonies, can you also join the Crimson Fleet and give the United Colonies information, and what factions have that feature if they do? Okay, so I'm pretty sure that Will already answered this in one of his interviews, but Will specifically answered, all of the playable factions can be completed independently. Emil said, that is exactly what you can do. Infiltrate the Crimson Fleet for UC system defense. It's specific to that quest line. Okay, so this isn't something that you can do from maybe the Free Star Rangers to the UC Vanguard, but it is possible specifically for the Crimson Fleet and the United Colony System Defense. Will followed up. The Crimson Fleet storyline does feature you being an undercover agent inside the fleet on behalf of the UC System Defense, a specific military branch of the United Colonies. But whether you betray the fleet or UC System Defense is a choice you will get to make. Very cool. I love that. Emil followed up. In the studio, I have been, half jokingly, accused of referencing movies that some folks have never seen because I'm old. So with this particular plotline, the inspiration was very much the movie Donnie Brasco, which is the true story of an FBI agent who infiltrates the mafia. How far will you go? Also makes me think of Point Break a little bit. Okay, they are moving on to question 8. We're moving, people. This is awesome. Okay. Question 8 is, depending on traits selected during character creation, Will it at all be possible to play through the game in a pacifist mode, i.e., without killing anyone or even potentially anything? Question mark. I can't guarantee every mission can be completed in a pacifist mode. Okay, there's the answer. But we do have a couple of systems that will help. Probably some follow-up coming. Emil said, so we talked about this very early on during pre-production, whether or not we would fully support a non-lethal playthrough. We realized that for various reasons that wasn't totally feasible. Okay, that's fair. Will said, one system in our speech challenge game where you can persuade someone to do something like not fight you. Okay, we've seen that. And Emil said, now that being said, there are some good non-lethal options, whether through dialogue or by using a non-lethal weapon. Those can be used in certain situations. Honestly, a lot of situations. Though I couldn't comfortably say you can complete the entire game without killing whatsoever. The settled systems is mostly civilized, but it can be a dangerous place if you're going off the beaten path. And you're absolutely going off the beaten path. I love it. Thank you, everyone. I'm seeing the colors pop up as I'm reading. I want to make sure I kind of stay on point on the content for you guys, but I really appreciate it. I will get to those. Okay, Will is following up now after Emil. Whew, lots of stuff happening. Man, this is moving fast. I hope I'm doing great, guys. All right, over 4,200 people on the stream now. Okay, let's come back. They are off the beaten path. Will followed up. The speech challenge game is added in specific scripted moments, and we try to add one into most quests where important characters confront you. Okay, that's great. So it doesn't sound like that's going to be like spammed throughout the entire game where you're just constantly having to talk with people if you don't want to, but that it is going to be available whenever you have to make an important decision or you're dealing with an important character. So that's honestly awesome. Question 9 is up. Thank you again for all the super chats. I will get to them whenever we get a break. I don't know what that will be, but I really appreciate you guys. Y'all are awesome. All right, what are the beliefs and basic history of the religions we can join? I've heard a lot of people very interested in the religions. This is very cool. Okay, Emil said, okay, so this one. So he's getting ready to go. So these are going to be good. While they're typing, I'm going to take a drink. Lighthammer, thank you so much for the super chat. Can I have a ship at every settlement and hire a team to manage every settlement? We haven't got the answer to that yet. It's been alluded to the fact that you can send your companions, certain companions, to specific outposts or to your ship. And so I don't know if we have a full-blown management system there. Maybe they'll get to that one. Okay, Emil just responded. Existing in real life, religions are part of the Starfield universe. That's cool, with folks of all religions and denominations out there, but we don't really focus on them. Instead, we highlight 3 new ones specific to the game. That's cool. I like that little added flair for world building. Will is still typing. Will said, the Sanctum Universum is only a couple of decades old in our timeline. Okay, interesting. So that would have been even after, or maybe right as the colony wars were ending, but has gained a lot of prominence. That's really interesting, because it kind of sounds like a cult that was maybe born out of the colony wars. We'll have to follow up on that. Will continued, they believe that God is out there somewhere in the universe and that humanity's ability to travel the stars brings us closer to God. Okay, this is great. This is something that I think Todd Howard kind of hinted at and then pulled back from in the Kind of Funny interview. But I think this is what he was hinting at. So the Sanctum Universum believes that God is out there somewhere in the universe and that humanity's ability to travel the stars brings us closer to God, okay? And Emil followed up with Sanctum Universum. The members called Universals believe that God very much exists somewhere in the universe that is a higher power that a higher power is guiding us all. Specifically, they believe that humanity's ability to travel the universe and grav jump is God's way of saying, I'm out here, come find me. You know, that sounds like a very reasonable thing that would definitely pop up in the age of space travel. Will followed up with, the Enlightened are an atheist group that focus on humanitarian and community work, okay? They believe that life is something every person has to take responsibility for, so that if we want the world to be a better place, we have to do it, okay? Emil continued, the Enlightened. These folks are essentially organized atheists. They don't believe in any kind of higher power. Rather, they teach that human beings have to take care of each other, and they practice what they preach through various community outreach programs. Very cool. House Varun. Emil said, oh boy. So this is going to be a good one. So in the game, you're not really sure what the complete truth is, but, ooh, that's mysterious. I like that. Let's see, do a Nuka-Cola. Add that in there. I got your Nuka-Cola in there. All right, they're still typing. Casey Hunt, thank you for the super chat. Good work with the Starfield content. I appreciate that. Life Entertainment, super chatted. I want to focus my build for ship cargo and mines. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that sounds great. Thank you for all the subscribers. Lunar Contact, super chatted again. Thank you, Lunar. Okay, we got some more stuff here from Emil. The gossip among the guards is this. A colony ship sets off for a new world, making grav jumps along the way. After one of the grav jumps, one of the passengers claims he spent that time communing with a celestial entity known as the Great Serpent. Sounds kind of like Contact, what a lot of people have been talking about. What was a few seconds for everyone else, much longer for him. And he brought back a mandate, which is basically get on board or get devoured when the Great Serpent encircles the universe. Is it true? I ain't saying. So in the game, you sometimes face off against House Varun, zealots, not zealots. Where are all my zealots out there? House Varun zealots as an enemy group, and that's motivation. Nice. I like it. He followed up with, I recently got the House Varun logo tattooed on my wrist. So, yeah, I dig them. I love it. Okay, so Emil actually teased this in like an Instagram or a Twitter post maybe about a month or so ago. And he said he got a new tattoo, but he couldn't show it because of spoilers. So I guess he feels like he's in the clear now, or he's got to go ahead to give out that information. Nice. I'll pray. Poplar Ponderosa said, I'll praise the Great Serpent. Nice. All right. Question 10 is starting. Let's come over here now. All right. How many companions total will we be able to recruit? There are over 20 named characters who can join your crew. Wow. Okay. That was a lot more than I was expecting. Will said 20 named characters, over 20 named characters. Emil followed up with over 20 total, and we really focused on the members of Constellation, which I think they've kind of alluded before. I know the romance options are limited to your Constellation members. Will, again, said four of them are from Constellation and have the most story and interaction with the player, but all of the named characters have their own backgrounds and can follow you around and carry your stuff. We need our pack mules, right, guys? We need our pack mules. Emil followed up with, when we first began Starfield pre-production, we looked back at our previous games and realized how popular and effective the companions were. So they were a big priority for us, and we really wanted to tie them directly to the main quest. There are some really big moments with them specifically. I should also mention that our companion voice cast is amazing. We haven't released the list yet, but you can be sure there are a lot of talented actors bringing those characters to life. Same for Constellation in general. Okay, question number 11 popped up, but a real quick note on here. I read at some point, and this was a rumor, a crazy rumor, but that maybe Tom Cruise voices a character here. But that just made me think of it. That is probably highly, highly doubtful, but you never know. Remember Tom's role in Tropic Thunder? Big hands. Okay. Question 11 was, when we assign crew members to work at outposts, do we have to pay them salaries? This was a big question of mine in my first economy video. I'm glad somebody followed up with this. Emil said, you just pay them once. We actually experimented with paying them regular salaries, but ultimately decided to just have the one cost up front. Okay. Emil, to the heart, man. Oh, I'm so sad. Okay, and Will followed up with, yep, one-time payment that you can use the speech challenge game to negotiate over. Okay, some traits also affect the cost. So another great reason why, your not discipline, but your diplomacy skill might be a good one to invest in first. And then Emil said, there's a lot to do in Starfield, and we wanted to minimize what the player had to constantly keep track of. That's fair. I can definitely see that getting overwhelming for the majority of players. I get that. So probably a wise decision. Question 12 is up. Let's keep going, guys. How we doing, Signal Crew? Doing good here? I'm enjoying myself. This is really exciting. I hope you guys are enjoying yourself too. Lots of good information here. Question 12 is, will our companions be able to level up their perks? Will their perks stack with ours? Great question. All crew start with a set of perks and at specific ranks. They don't level up, but they come at different ranks depending on the companion. Okay. So Will said, so you might meet a character that's especially good at rifles and you hire them to watch your back. Or you might meet an astrodynamics expert that will increase your grav jump range when assigned to your ship. Love that. Love that. I was definitely thinking we would get some buffs or some perks with these companions. Emil continued to say, well, we call them skills in Starfield, and they do stack with yours when relevant. Okay, so if you have an astrodynamic skill, your companion does, and you're both on the ship, those stack. Very cool. Some are there for flavor, to highlight the companion's backgrounds and interests, but you really feel the benefit of the ship and combat-related ones. Getting a boost to your shields or seeing your companion laying down fire with a weapon they're proficient in are pretty sweet moments. I love that. Question 13 is up. Let's keep moving. Thank you again for all the super chats and being engaged in the chat. I appreciate you guys. We will come back to everyone, I promise. Question 13 is, what are your favorite parts of the game? Great question. Let's see if they'll reveal something. Emil said shipping it. Oh, shipping it, meaning like just getting it out. I bet they are ready to get this thing out into the world. Emil and Will are both typing. See if I can add something here. Let me. Whew. Merple 22, the question was, what are your favorite parts of the game? And they are both typing. Will said, I love finding content that I haven't seen yet or forgot about. Oh, that's cool. Our games are so big that no one person is likely to have seen it all, even after all our passes and levels of review. Emil said, because of my position, my experience is a little different than yours. I won't speak for Will, but personally, I've seen every quest line, every city, every major piece of content in the game at every stage of development. Wow, that sounds exhausting. He says, so my answer is colored by that. And so what is your answer, Emil? Still typing. While he's typing, come back to the super chats. Again, you guys are awesome for engaging. Let's see. BLK VNM super chatted $10. You said, hey, was wondering if they said anything about landing. For instance, can we land by the coast of a planet, and are there set distances between coastlines? For instance, if you landed and it's 10 kilometers away. They have not addressed that yet, but I know that was on a lot of people's minds, so hopefully they will get to it. Thank you so much for the super chat. Chris Judd, thank you for the super chat. Coming back in here to question 13 real quick. Emil continued, for me, the real pleasure is seeing how they've all evolved into the versions they are today, because he said he's seen every piece of the game at every part of development. The versions everyone here will play. I have a real soft spot for Neon. Getting that city nailed down took a lot of work by a lot of different people, and the result is really the cyberpunk settlement I always hoped it would be. I also love all of the quest lines. I think they're the best we've ever done. The designers on this project totally killed it. Love that. I love Emil's sporting his team there. That's awesome. That's a good manager. Okay, Will is typing. Question 14 is up. Let's hang out here for a second with Will. I think the next question is something about what books or movies were big influences. We're going to hang out here on question 13 with Will for just a moment. He said, our quests really evolve over development, and it's great to see how everyone adds to them. Designers, animators, voice actors, lighting, everything. Absolutely. Moving on to question 14 now. What books or movies had a big influence on some of the quests? Will Shin said, and he's the lead quest designer, Will is, I'm a history nerd, so I actually listen a lot to podcasts like Hardcore History and The History of Rome. Little shout outs to those podcasts there. Awesome. And Emil said, well, I'm a child of the late 70s, early 80s, and I have very fond memories of the sci-fi at that time. So think like what, E.T., Star Wars, what are some other big ones at that time? While our game is science fiction, I like how historians can tell you about how human beings react to extreme circumstances like war, famine, and technological breakthroughs. And you can imagine how we'd react to similar circumstances in a fictional setting, just at a grander scale. Very cool. So Emil followed up with Star Wars, OG Battlestar Galactica, Space 1999, Buck Rogers, Battle Beyond the Stars, Ice Pirates. Ice Pirates? I missed that one. And let's not forget the classic that is Metal Storm. I'm going to have to Google some of these. That sounds awesome. The Destruction of Jared Sin. I think I actually saw that one in 3D. Nice. But also much headier sci-fi stuff like the writings of Arthur C. Clarke and Robert Heinlein, or films like Contact, Interstellar, 2001, A Space Odyssey, and even Event Horizon. Ooh, Event Horizon. You guys, maybe a little bit of horror in here? That would be cool. In all those examples, you realize that outer space is two things. One, a source of mystery and wonder, sometimes terror. And two, a giant blank page on which you can write any story. And we have written a lot of very different stories in Starfield. Hey, that's great. I love that. Okay, nothing new there, but some good context to appreciate the game. Moving on to question 15. Question 15 is, what are some of your favorite small details in Starfield to add to the immersion? Over 4,700 people on the stream right now. So great to have you all. If you're just now joining us or just now tuning in, we are on question 15 of the 16-question Q&A session with Will Shen and Emil Pagliarulo. And it's been fun. It's been good so far. Emil just responded to this question, what are some of your favorite small details in Starfield to add to the immersion? Emil said, I think what I really love is that although humans are living in space and our aesthetic is very much NASA punk, this is a very lived-in universe, and you can see it everywhere. Will said, I look really closely at all of our outfits. You can see seams, materials, especially on the spacesuits. Constellation members have patches on their spacesuits, and they're tied to what their skills, and they're tired. Whew, my mouth is getting tired, guys. I'm sorry. And they are tied to what skills they have. There we go. Let me take a quick drink while they're typing. Thank you, Joshua Thomas, for excited for Starfield. Wonder if I'll miss VATS. Oh, I hope they don't have VATS in there. I was never a big fan of VATS. But they may have like a version of it. Who knows? I feel like feel like Fallout kind of used that as a crutch a little bit. Emil said, everyone loves the sandwiches, but it's the books that are lying around, the notes on the bulletin boards, the environmental storytelling that our level designers and world artists are so good at. We also love buttons. There are a lot of buttons. We were talking the other day on a stream about will you be able to like push and flick and turn all the knobs and buttons and switches on your spacecraft as you're flying it, or are those just kind of preset animations? I wish somebody would have asked that question. That would have been good. And we'll follow it up with, I'm a slow typer and somewhat typo obsessed. Nice. Same here. One more question to go after this. While Emil is typing up his response, Chris Judd, thank you for the super chat, $5. Appreciate that. Coming through here. Papa Ponderosa got yours earlier. Oh, wow, that was like several minutes ago. Lunar Contact, super chat again. Thank you for that. Thank you. Several from Lunar Contact. Thank you, Lunar. I appreciate that. Okay, let's see what Emil has to say, and then I think we're all caught up because I got Josh Thomas earlier. You said that. Okay, totally love the work from our voice actors too, and the music and sound effects and clothes. LOL. Buttons, we do love our buttons. Absolutely. Cool. All right. And I think they're done there. Don't see anybody typing. Let's see if question 16 is going to pop up. This has been so much fun, guys. I'm so glad you're all on here with us. We have over 4,800 people on the stream right now. Thank you for joining. If you are new to Starfield Signal, thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us as we enjoy this Q&A session. I saw Will pop up just for a second. They may still be, Emil's typing on question 15, so we'll hang out here. If you're new, consider subscribing. We'd love for you to join the Signal crew. We are having a blast. We are a very positive and excited community, and so if you're kind of on the fence, we'd love for you to join us. But if you are one of these people that love to hate on Starfield and just stir up crap, then go away. We don't want you here. Go enjoy some other game. Just enjoy life. Don't make other people's lives bad. Just be kind. Right? All right. Oh, that's cool. I've seen this video going around this morning. Emil posted Adam Savage's Starfield video. He said, I do want to mention this. If you haven't heard about it yet, Adam Savage and team are building and filming a model of the Frontier. Okay, so I haven't watched this yet. So is this a like an official partnership thing, or did Adam just kind of do this on his own accord? Does anybody know? Somebody said criticisms of the game should have their place here too. Absolutely, yeah. Helpful critiques, constructive criticism, and I take those as well here on the channel. And I see a lot of people did go away when I said that. So I'm glad they did. If we had 4,800 people, now we have, now they're back. No, so maybe it was just a dip in the YouTube analytics. But yes, very cool. And that ship, man, all the ships, the level of detail is insane. That's so cool. Does anyone know if it is an official partnership? Thank you, guys. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you, Dollar Man. Yeah, Psychonauts. It's Adam from Mythbusters. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. I think we have just a second of a break before they move on to question 16. This has been a lot of fun so far. Let's see. Get a few subscribers. Thank you, guys. And then, let's see. Tef Daddy super chatted. Can we capture a ship and then use parts off that ship to add to our main ship? Ooh, that's interesting. I would imagine so, right? Because you can customize all of your ships, and unless they put some sort of restriction on, like, you can't store parts, that would be the only reason why you couldn't switch parts around to different, because everything is modular. So you should be able to. That's not official, though. That's just my thinking. Question 16. Question is, what is the history of the mechs? I kind of don't like that question for the last one. We should have had something a bit more hard-hitting, a bit more kind of teasery. I would have liked something big for the last one. Maybe they'll do a bonus one. Okay. History of the mechs. Here we go. Emil said, ooh, the mechs. That's a good one. So we showed this a bit in one of our animated shorts, right? We saw this, which the animated shorts are great, by the way. If you haven't seen them yet, if you heard a lot of people saying, oh, they're, it's nothing, it does a lot for the world building, for the tone, for kind of the feeling and the vibe that Starfield is going to have as a part of it. So I highly recommend going to see those. Just go to just go to Bethesda's YouTube page and you can see those. Emil is typing. Man, whoever wrote question 16. It doesn't say who asked it, so I don't know. May have been like a nice softball question. It said, the mechs are leftovers from the Colony Wars. Note, it's Colony War and not Colony Wars. It's singular. Sorry, I got confused by that for a second. He saw my brain turning. The mechs are left over from the Colony Wars. So he put an S on it, and then he said, note, it's Colony War and not Colony Wars, singular. And so I don't know where he made the mistake. but that doesn't make sense to me. Anyone else confused by that? Driftwood super chatted. Thank you for that, Driftwood. And got a few more coming up, I believe. Okay, here we go. Both sides, United Colonies and Freestar Collective, had mechs, but the Freestar Collective really mastered them. Interesting, okay. The United Colonies had mechs too, but they also relied on the controlled alien beast from their Xeno Warfare Division. That that is big. That's something brand new that we have not seen yet. Both of those were outlawed with the armistice that ended the Colony War. Wow. Okay, so that's a good piece of lore. I'm not so down on this question anymore. Emil saved it. Okay, so there was a Xeno Warfare Division, but they outlawed it. It's kind of a part of the armistice. I'm not real familiar with that word. Please forgive me. All of these words in Starfield, I need a thesaurus. I'm assuming that means something to do with the agreement to stop the war. Basically, treaty. Yeah. Yep. Peace agreement. Okay. Cool. Junior. Yeah, I know armistice is a real world word. Just, I don't have armistices when I go home to have dinner with my kids and my wife. Maybe I should have an armistice whenever I walk in and say, kids, you can't, this is out loud, you can't jump on me today. Just not a part of my everyday life. Okay, he said, I'm not saying there's an old mech battleground in the game. I'm typing it. Okay. So, what was it we saw in the launch trailer video, the launch announcement video? We saw like in the background where they're playing on the screens. We saw some footage of them on Mars. And it was like a mech, some sort of mech facility. Is that what it said? Remind me in the chat. I cannot remember off the top of my head right now. But I imagine that could be one of these places, an old mech battleground. Or maybe we'll see it on somewhere in Cheyenne from the Colony War. Wow. Okay. Looks like we're getting a little bit of a break. Is Will going to type anything for this one? Maybe? Well, he's thinking about it. Let's see. Go back to the chats. Hi, 123. Hi, super chatted. Starfield comes out the first 5 days before my birthday. Awesome. Happy birthday, my friend. Will there be underwater shipbuilding like in Subnautica? We haven't seen anything about Subnautica yet. Okay, wow, they opened up something. What is happening here? Okay, so maybe they opened up these forums to be able to chat in them. Some like everything is happening all at once. All right, let me kind of go through here. Yep. All right, all right, all right. Maybe there's no way they're going to do follow-up questions. All right. See all pinned messages. Okay. Okay, nope. That's come back down to question 16. Woo, this is going crazy. Emil continued saying, mechs not usable. No, they're in ruins. Okay, so Emil clarified. Yeah, I can't even keep up, guys. Wow. So they've kind of opened these up to more questions, and it is just chaos. I'm just going to scroll through each of these and see if I can see any more answers from Emil or Will to clarify anything. Okay, no, nothing there. And the questions are all out of order now, too. Nice. This is chaos, but so fun. All right. Nothing here. Lots of other good questions, though. Question 14. Wilson said, we do love writing in-game books. That was to the question about books or movies that had an influence. So Will's just saying they did write in-game books that you can read. So for all of you, what was it? It's escaping me now. My brain doesn't work when I'm live. What is the book from Skyrim that everyone, that's kind of a running gag, like the lusty something? It's like one of the races. I forget what it is. Help me out in chat. The lusty Argonian maid. Yes. So that was one of the most popular ones, evidently. That's cool. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is so much. Okay, I'm going through, seeing if there are any more from Emil or Will. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us on the stream. This has honestly been a lot more fun than I thought it would be. It moved pretty quick. You guys were awesome in the chat. Thank you for being patient with me as I kind of bounce back and forth, drawing my attention different places. Okay. There wasn't like a, hey, thanks for joining us, tune in next time, or anything like that. That's kind of what I was waiting for, but they just opened up the floodgates and people started going crazy. Thanks for being patient with me. Just kind of scrolling through all this. Somebody said, can we kill the kids of our parents? It's a weird question. Can we adopt kids? Can we abandon our kids? Can we kill our parents? Oh, man. It's the kind of thing you don't want to say, like, you don't want to have that in writing anywhere. Yes, you can. Okay. Whew, lots of craziness. Okay. Let me come back here. Let me actually just come here, and I will open my camera up just a little bit. I'll do this. Okay. Wow. This was really great. This was, gosh, we've been streaming for about an hour now, and we still have over 4,000 concurrent viewers. Great to have you all on here. Let me kind of collect my thoughts. And let me get through the super chats again. See, Lunar keeps super chatting. Lunar, you're awesome. Thank you so much. And hi, 123 clarified, super chatted. I meant base building. My bad, autocorrect. For the underwater stuff, yeah, that was my specific question that I put into the forum that they put in, but they didn't answer that. So we don't know yet. I'm gonna guess not, but that could be one of the things they want to surprise us with, which that would still be really cool. Let's see. Driftwood said, "Boom bada boom, Bing. What's boom bada boom, Bing? What's the 3 gangster background skills?" I think my background skills are going to be. I'm forgetting them. I definitely want to do something with the economy. I want to do something with conversation and speech. So probably diplomacy, commerce. I think commerce was the level 1, and bargaining was level 2. So commerce will be one of mine for sure. Probably diplomacy or whatever kind of leads to that one first, and then maybe just a good, actually maybe something with the ships, with technology that would kind of unlock something with your ship first. But there's a lot that you can choose from. And then Lunar Contact Super Chat again. Thank you so much, Lunar. Appreciate your generosity. Go to 13 and 10. Okay. Let me come back. Here's 10. Okay. Okay. Emil said, in addition to the companions, you can also hire generic crew members to work at your outpost or on your ship. Okay. Interesting. So in addition to the 20-something named NPCs, they're also going to have generic, just people you find or you can hire until you meet those named NPCs. Okay. Great shout out in there. And somebody also said, let me just scroll through here real quick. 13. Let me find it because they're not in order anymore. Okay. And Emil said, I do different playthroughs with different characters. I always make my spy assassin dude. Absolutely. Stealth archer, right? One of my characters now is a version of the barbarian character I played in all kinds of fantasy games. I have a scumbag space outlaw dude, all kinds of play styles. Very cool. All right. Let's see. Nobody asked why it's called Starfield. Yeah, I guess no one was thinking of that. See, Josh Thomas said, think they will have magazines that give us buffs. Oh, yeah, that was that in Fallout, right? I'm not a big Fallout guy, so forgive me. Seems like they're still taking questions. Let me find. I'm just going to follow up with, can we build underwater outposts? And we'll just throw it out there, see if anybody catches it. The serpent god might be inspired by can't even say that. Is that the big snake from God of War? That would be cool. Yeah, absolutely. All right, see, on the Xbox page, it says Starfield is 139.84 GB. Okay, got it. And okay, check 14, 5 and 14 I'm seeing. Awesome, thank you. Keep yelling at me. Chat is scrolling pretty fast, so keep it up. All right, and Emil, Will's t-shirt game is sick. Most of them have cats or dinosaurs. Okay. Will said, thanks. I get a lot of my shirts from Threadlines. Shameless plug there, or maybe a paid plug. Who knows? Will Shin said, they don't sponsor me. I just buy a lot of them. So he just gave them probably a nice little promotion there. Anything else I'm missing in 14, or is that it? 5 was the other one. Scrolling up in 5. We saw that one. I don't see anything new in 5. Let me know what I'm missing. On question 5. Last thing I see from a developer is Emil. I think they told us all of that. 10. Okay. All right. Scrolling. Will Shen said, you can ask a crew member to follow you around. They'll stay at your side like our previous games. This is chaos. All right, was there something else in here in 10? See questions about New Game Plus. Emil said, okay, that was the last one. Where else do I need to go? The guy above Emil, question on 13. 13. Okay. Can player own a capital ship? Let's see. Okay. People telling me type this in Discord search from Emil from Will. Okay. Copy that. Nothing. Okay. Maybe. All right. From I am a Discord noob, so that's not working. What else can I do? Question 7. Emil's writing on 7. Awesome. Let's go to 7. Okay. All right. I will try that again. Discord search. Oh, must have. Okay, so I'm typing that in the search bar. It is not. It's not doing anything though. It's just saying no results. Tell me what I'm doing wrong, and I'll do something different. So I'm typing from. Yep. That is exactly what I'm doing. Let me just come out of here, maybe. Nope. Let's see. No, I done. Oh, no, I done got out of it. Here we go. Dev chat. Okay. Yeah, it's not working for me for some reason. I am just copy and pasting exactly what you guys are typing in. So not sure what's going on. All right. where else we want to go? Question 7, question 14. Question 7, we're here. Why is a game called Starfield? Somebody asked. Emil said something. I don't really want to spoil anything. So I'll say is this. You have specific roles, jobs, missions in the faction quest lines. The Freestar Collective and United Colonies are giant organizations, and the work you do for them is important. But it's not like you can gain control of those factions at the end of those quest lines. Okay, so again, we already knew that. And where was the other one? 14. What am I looking for on 14? Already seen all of that. Will said, I was a big fan of the Greek and Norse myths as a kid. The stories are very big and characters are flawed and have clear motivations. Absolutely. And we'll follow that up later with I love space games, love the original Elite and Elite Dangerous. Privateer was a huge influence. Oh, very cool. I think that's the first time anybody has actually referred to Elite Dangerous from Bethesda. So that's cool. And you know, lots of people make speculations as to what their influences are, but cool. Somebody wanted to see my question 2 and question 1. My question as well. All right, where you want me to go next? Can you fish? No, we're not asking that. That was asked on the Kind of Funny interview. Wasted question. Don't type from, just type the names. Will Shen. Okay. I don't know if that really helps us. I wonder if I can just like select them. See like what? Nope. Nope. Okay. Where else? 14. I think we were just on 14. Where else we want to go, guys? 7. Emil said, as for whether or not the UC will be violently angry with you if you ultimately take the Crimson Fleet's side, yeah. They ain't happy. Nice. Okay. So let's see. So I see they're pinning. I don't see the pin. Nope, still not. Okay. Okay, here we go. So I found the pins. That'll help. And no. Okay. Hey, maybe this will help. Here we go. Oh, it took us forever to figure this out, but this is this is going to work out better now. Okay. So last one we talked about was Emil and Elite Dangerous. Emil also said Cowboy Bebop inspiration. Oh, hell yes. Love The Expanse, so yep. And that was the last updated pinned comment we have so far. All right. Whew. This was fun. Okay, let me take a quick break from this and see what other super chats we got here. Talked about. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thanks for just kind of hanging out with us. Man, Starfield is such a neat and unique game that brings people together. I probably sound like a broken record because every single interview I talk about that, every single live stream I talk about that, but I love how Starfield is bringing people together from all different cultures, ages, professions, demographics, and it's just a cool thing to kind of gather around, to have fun, and to think about just, something fun for a while. Always great. Thank you for joining us here on Starfield Signal. If you are new here, consider subscribing. Hit that like button before you go, if you will. That helps our channel make better content, get our content out to more people. I would appreciate that. Definitely have a huge goal of just trying to elevate the discourse around Starfield and gaming in general, and that's a huge goal, and I need all the help I can get. So any help you can lend is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for all of the support with the super chats and the insightful questions, and whenever I could kind of get into the chat. Thank you for being patient with me as I try to navigate all of this, and also for all of you who were here in the first 4 or 5 minutes. Thanks for putting up with the mute, as always. Not always. I don't always do that. That was the first time I've done that in a while. But yeah, it's really great to do this. So I don't have anything else left to say. If I will try to make some more curated, chiseled down content from this over the next couple of days, and so be on the lookout for that. Great incentive to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. But for now, I think the only thing else I want to say is may you find wonder as you journey through the stars. I'm going to leave the chat open so you can hang out as long as you'd like. And I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.
Oh,